The Secret to Success, Chapter 4, Plan of Action. Act upon your definiteness of purpose. The power of imagination. In the previous chapter, I have emphasized the important key points of our lives and our definiteness of purpose in life. When you find for you a definiteness of purpose, you need to draw out a plan of action. Write out your goals, then try to achieve them one by one every day. You need to train your mind to think, feel, and act in the certain ways. This requires effort on your part. Thinking without feelings and taking no actions will lead to no results. Thinking and acting with a purpose, using your best abilities and your best talents, utilizing everything that you have along with your gift of imagination and creativity. Your imagination and your desires will create a strong vibration that will attract the results that you want. The principles of the law of attraction. This will definitely lead you to success. When you have a brilliant idea, you need to use some tips as follows. Use your imagination to draw a clear picture in your mind. This is thinking by picture. The clearer, the better. This thought will lead to feeling. When the feeling is strong enough, it will create a burning desire. It will clearly form into a demand. You can take this demanding desire to put it in your subconscious mind and let it figure out the way to make it happen. Your subconscious mind will do this job. When the desire force is strong enough, it will urge you to take action. You need to draw a plan of action. What, where, and when? How much time do you need? What does it take to do it? When will you start? When it will be accomplished? As soon as you have a plan, start right away. Do not procrastinate or wait until tomorrow. Do it now and try your best every day with all that you have. If you need to have a master alliance, look for other people who have the same mindset and ask them to join you. Create a teamwork system. Give these jobs to other people who have the most suitable talents, skills, and the best abilities for it. When you draw out a plan of action, you need to accept and understand the obstacles and challenges. You need to always control and guide your mind to do the positive thinking. Make sure that your thinking and doing are always in harmony with each other. Thinking alone is not enough. You need to act upon your thinking. You can understand and accept some defeats, but you should never give up nor accept failures. Do not let other people's criticism distract you. Sometimes you will hear other people say something like, "That is such a big dream, it will never come true." Or, "Just face the reality and accept your mediocre life. Don't aim too high, you're never going to get it." Or, "You won't have enough talents and education to achieve what you want." These criticisms are poison to your mind, and they will kill your dream. You need to disregard all other people's negative opinions and criticisms. What they say have no value to you, and you need to put them aside to focus on your dreams. You only need to listen to the voice of your soul, the only voice that's important to you. Remember, in reality, most people have a bucket to carry mentality, but they don't have a mindset like yours. They don't know how to think of the pipeline concept. Don't let these people discourage you. How to build and develop some new characteristics. Remember the penalty Napoleon Hill say in the second envelope. When you don't know how to possess and control your own mind, you will pay a great price. When you were born, some of the characteristics have been already placed in you by the genes that you inherited from your parents. Some of these characters are good, some are bad. They are not something you can choose, but you do have a choice to develop the good ones and to eliminate the bad ones later in your life. Beside all of the characters that you inherited from your parents, you can build some of your own as you grow up and pick up some of the characters from the environment and from some friends. The influence can be good or bad, and you do have the power of choices. You do have this choice. You can pick the right friend to hang out with. You can follow the footsteps of great mentors and avoid associating with a negative people. In the book of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, on page 210, he had used one technique to attract and develop for himself some good characters. This is what he described. Every night, over a long period of years, I have an imaginary council meeting in this group whom I call my invisible counselors. The procedure was this. Just before going to sleep at night, I would shut my eyes and see in my imagination this group of men seated with me around the council table. Here I had not only an opportunity to set among those whom I consider great, but I actually dominated the group by serving as the chairman. I had a very definite purpose in indulging my imagination through these nightly meetings. My purpose was to build my own character, so I would represent a composite of the characters of my imaginary counselors, realizing, as I did, that I have overcome the handicap of birth in the environment of ignorance and superstition. I deliberately assigned myself a task of voluntary rebirth through the method of here described. The great achievers Napoleon Hill named are Lincoln, Emerson, Napoleon, Jesus, Thomas Edison, Andrew Carnegie. By using his imagination every night with the committees, he had opened his mind and he learned more traits and new characteristics. Each one of these great mentors have contributed to the humanity and the universe their own special talents. These characters include determination, patience, creativity, persistence, endurance, and tolerance. He just needed to place each one of these characters in his subconscious mind every night. He learned to absorb and attract these traits into his own characters. You should try it for yourself every night. You imagine someone who is significant in your life, someone who has the most characteristics that you want to learn, the ones that you admire the most. Train yourself to live and think just like them. You put in your subconscious mind these pictures, learn their biographies, and find out what special talents they have had and how they achieve success in their lives. It's not difficult at all. Just remember, your subconscious mind makes no judgments, distinctions, or determinations as to what you feed it, just as it makes no distinction or judgment as to the outcome in your life. As you believe, so you shall receive. Jesus. Remember, the important key points are not the words that were written in my book. The more important key points are what you have already stored in your subconscious mind. If you know how to feed the subconscious mind with only good thoughts, then success comes to you as easy as going to sleep. One philosopher in the past has said, if you want to plant for days, plant flowers. If you want to plant for years, plant trees. If you want to plant for life, plant ideas. This book was written with the purpose to help you to think more about your creative mind, your skills, your talents, and your definite purpose. If your ideas are aligned with the intention to have increased life of others, to serve more humanity, and if you can prove this is a good intention in your heart, then it is your true opportunity. This is your dream. You need to act upon it. You will become a great achiever like those whom you admire. There was nothing that I wrote in this book that is new to you. I only want to bring to you the examples of successful people who have proven their success by applying the law of attraction and use their own mind to achieve it. The only reason that these successful people have achieved so much success mainly is the power of controlling their own mind. They know how to guide and train their thinking to get what they want in life. It is that simple. The power of emotion, feeling. You already learn in the power of your imagination. By knowing how to use your imagination to create a clear picture of what you want, you can press into your subconscious mind to act upon. It will lead you to your feelings, emotions. These feelings will create an action, just as a necessary step moving towards success. Your feelings play an important role in this process of success or failure. In working with your emotions, you can learn to control your enthusiasm and overcome your fears. Enthusiasm is the power. With faith, it can transform adversity, failure, fears, doubts, and temporary defeat into action. You need to learn how to control your emotions, just like how you control your thinking. This is why you should understand more about human emotions in order to control your emotions easier. I have read and researched in human life. I have 7 positive emotions and 7 negative emotions. Positive emotions include love, sex, hope, faith, enthusiasm, loyalty, and desire. Negative emotions include fear, jealousy, hatred, revenge, greed, anger, superstition. We all have all 14 emotions in each one of us. These emotions are states of mind and thus subject to your control. You need to learn how to restrict and control the negative emotions in you. Failure or success depends upon the skills of knowing how to master and organize them. When thought is strong enough, it becomes a burning desire. A desire forced into a strong emotion. Your feelings are the driving force for your actions. You must learn to control this power driving force so it will not run over your wisdom. In other words, you need to learn to discipline yourself so your emotions won't run wild. The people who have positive emotions carry a good feeling in them and create for themselves a good manner, a positive attitude. They have positive mental attitude toward life. They have plenty of respect for others and for themselves. On the other hand, the people who have cultivated more negative emotions carry hatred and jealousy. These people usually are so doubtful, subjective, and cold. Because these negative emotions, they are unfriendly and have no purpose in their lives. You must control and direct your emotions. From thoughts, it leads to feelings. From feelings, it leads to actions. And from actions, it leads to results. These powerful links are all connected and create a powerful vibration. Your results are always precise. Every time you have a negative thought, it leads to a negative feeling. You will feel bad emotions, which mean sad, angry, jealousy, etc. And these emotions will lead you to act or react. When you are in a bad emotional stage, you should know what results would become. Every time you have a positive thought, it leads to a positive feeling. You will feel a good emotion, happy, thankful, love. This emotion will lead you to act upon, and you will act. You will have a result of love and happiness for that moment. The results are good or bad depending totally on how you feel at the present. Have you ever had a thought about that or seen that people on TV? Suddenly you felt the chills. You began to feel sad or worry. Another time, when you thought of the one you love, a baby, your spouse, all of a sudden you felt happy and joyful in that moment. Other time, if you thought of someone, suddenly the person you were thinking of showing at your door. When you thought about a red car, suddenly on the street there were more red cars than ever before. The result is from your subconscious mind. The power of positive mental attitude, good manners. You will never be successful if you don't have a positive mental attitude or good manners. These are the most critical basic requirements for your success. You have a power to change it anytime you want. You need to develop and to improve these characters, just like I mentioned in the last chapters. These feelings are the state of mind, and you can change how you feel in just a matter of seconds. Have you noticed that when you thought of something sad, you begin to feel sad? If you replace these thoughts with some happier thoughts, immediately the happy feelings will follow. Robert Hanson, a great author and speaker, called this pattern neuron association. He used to teach people to use this technique as follows. Wear on your wrist a rubber band. Every time you begin to think negative and it leads you to some bad feelings, you just pull the rubber band on your wrist to snap on your wrist. It will hurt. When it hurts, you immediately remember to switch your thinking to positive, and then your feelings will change. There are many people who use this technique to change their pattern of neuron association. The results are very good. When you see your wrist have a red mark, you will never think negative again. You have become a positive thinker and have a positive mental attitude. Know your definite of purpose. Draw a plan of action. Take your action immediately today. Every day you need to train your mind to think, to talk, to act in a certain way. Always have a positive mental attitude. You can try by doing something to make someone else feel better. Picking up the phone and calling a friend. Write a thank you note to someone you love. Every day you should do your works with all positive actions. Before you know it, you will become a very attractive person and you will love what you are doing and enjoy life more. Thank you for listening and please look forward to my next video, Chapter 5, The Law of Increasing. Thank you. Thank you for watching and I hope you like my video. Please subscribe, give it a thumb up, like to support my channel. Thank you so much.